Today we are going to talk about parsing rules. Once you get this down pat, everything else seems to fall in place. So let's pick out a sentence, such as, John petted the dog. It is not enough to say that a subject is just a noun because there are several nouns or a couple of nouns in this sentence. So the first thing you're going to do is look and see, do we have any prepositional phrases? No. So now we're going to look for the verb. The verb is either going to be is, am, are, was, were, which does not look like a verb. But take my word for it, I got news from the English gods. Is, am, are, was, were are verbs if they're used by themselves. Otherwise, they're just helpers. But in this sentence, we have an action verb. It shows that it's doing something. So I underline it twice. Does two underlines or do two underlines mean anything? Yes, it means it's a verb. It could have been 15, but 2 is what we've used for years. So 2 means that this is the verb. Once you find the verb, you say who or what to the verb. Who or what petted? John petted. That's the subject. Petted what is the dog. The dog follows the action verb. So now it's the direct object. The direct object receives the action of the verb. I could say, in the afternoon, Fred cooked dinner. Now I go with my first rule, and that is to find the prepositional phrase. In the afternoon is the prepositional phrase. How do I know it's a prepositional phrase? Did I just have a crystal ball? No, I did not. What I did is I looked at some common prepositions, and all the prepositions, or many of the prepositions, are listed in your text. But I do things like in, on, under. Those are called spatial prepositions. That doesn't mean special. It means spatial, something that you can show in space. On, under, around, beside, through, between. Those are all prepositions. But so are to, for, from, with, by, except. Those are handy-dandy prepositions that are nice to know. You can always find more prepositions, but those are ones that occur often. Or maybe we'll put add up there. Okay, so this is the preposition, and this is the object of the preposition. But nonetheless, this is nice to know because now I've upped the odds of finding the subject and verb, because you cannot find a subject or a verb in a prepositional phrase. So I'm looking for a verb. I see an action verb right away. Cooked. I underline cooked twice. That's the verb. Who or what cooked? Fred cooked. Cooked what? Cooked dinner. That's the direct object. You are able now to find prepositional phrases, subjects, and verbs. Now, if I wanted to, I could have said John and Sally. Now I have two subjects. Well, I would not use the and because that's just a connector. But John and Sally. There I have a compound subject. Just like if you go skiing and you break your leg in 2 places, you've got a compound break. Well, now I have a compound subject. I could say petted the dog and the cat. All right, now I have 2 direct objects because they follow an action verb and receive the action of the verb. A little tidbit just nice to know, a, an, and the are called articles. They are always adjectives. So that's a little handy thing to know because there's not many alwayses in English. So that's something to remember. In the next video, we will talk about am, is, are, was, were.